Dream, oh, dream.
The first piece I would like to share with you all is a piece that I wrote thinking about the negative impact the media is having on our young people, on us, on me. And I was thinking about, how can I deal with this issue? How can I talk about it? How can I put it in a form?
Oftentimes for the series I'm hosting, I usually open the show, close the show. But since we had a variety of poets, I chose to bring in Mr. Moten, who's a talented poet in himself, but has a real gift for being able to transition from one act to the next with humor and grace. So he helped pace the evening out.
Paper or plastic? Plastic. Poetic elastic, feed five-fold, fumble, soulless mumble. My words don't flow, they tumble. My thoughts rumble. It's a side story of the West, like sharks and jets. Oppositional projects where crippled bleeders count disciples. Urban guerrilla rivals tote Korans and Bibles. Different shades of African house and field tribals. True American idols. Singing to a star-spanked banner with the meaningless title, oh, save that empty rhetoric, gas prices are too high. Curious George can't find the words to tell the son of the dead soldier why, so he's like riding the clutch and cranking the throttle, empty like wino bottle, no swagger like Ted Koppel. Brainless airways rename the anthem Sleepy Hollow. The southern story got gory in the bush of black magic. The unseen hand quicker than the eye was the last trick. The electoral collage of mirage so ancient it's Jurassic. America realized jazz sick. Self-inflicted enema made enemy of its Colin Powell. You see the stars on the General Colin Powell shoulder are simply plastic. Paper or plastic? Paper. Biodegradable, debatable. I go through a table full. I recycle that cheap by the stable full, like manure. Send a funk to the mic, make it sound like pure, more pure. It was on paper that I learned to write my arithmetics and alphamatics, develop new formula for spoken word schematics, recite when I write that comedic chemistry from my soul and culture have been sold on credit throughout history. Willie Lynch's sons are indebted to the credit. Lincoln wrote it and I read it. Now the dime has been collected. Together we can go and get it, but that means we have to be connected. That means we have to be kinetic. Do you feel me? What I feel like? Paper or plastic? Paper. Brown paper bag full of salt and pepper, cayenne and Cajun herb. Shake a bag full of chicken and feed a hungry herd. On this paperback papyrus I compose magic prose, a creative note expressing the way I lick my honey's toes. Where my tongue will travel, how I always take my time to let my talented tongue skip, tickle her toes to the southern tip of her spine. She wrote an addendum to my note, the same papyrus I wrote about licking. It said, just make sure you save me a piece of that fried chicken. I grinned when I read it, very proud of my caper. Life tastes so sweet when affectionately officialized on paper. It's alphabetic. Words used in a formula warning you not to ignore the God that was born in you. Bite what I write and my pen just gets hornier. Limerick too many lyrics and the lines sound cornier. So I've learned to choose my words carefully, recite incantations prayerfully, for if my thoughts are tragic, my speaking's indiscriminate magic. So I don't look to the brown sister and tell her she's the queen. I let my footsteps explain to her my worthiness as king. And I don't worry if my son will grow to be a good-for-nothing brother. I make sure he sees me daily praise the queen, his mother. Taught my son to say thank you upon receiving the simplest of things. Instead of saying you're welcome, I say God can do anything. See, I once was in deep denial about my afflictions as a man. I made excuses for my sins, blaming pain on my natural tan. Then I studied the journey of all the brothers, the kings, the exes, and all the others. But nothing changed till I learned and relearned the son of my father and mother. That's when I put my life in arithmetical order. Now I have breakfast every morning with the man that walked on water. Some ask what clique I'm with, what religious doctrine I'm about. I'll tell them I'm down with those who pray to the east, the west, the north, and the south. Those who kneel, those who stand, open palms or folded hands. Those who speak truth, whether woman or man. The truth is the truth, whether you're pale or tan, black, white, green, gray, grizzly. I don't give a damn. There's nothing plastic about this man. See, the makeup of my DNA is of a divine plan. Now, with the precision of magnetism, I amplify my truth so clear. Mistaken for voodoo like Shaka Zulu, that's what the Lou do to your ear. So I've encrypted my alphabetics, camouflaged my arithmetics. Please be patient with me. But God is not through with you yet. Like a goldsmith polishing gold till he sees a reflection of himself, God polishes me till she sees he like no one else. The Creator's methods can be tough. This journey often feels like a test. So I turned to an old preacher, and he explained it best. The old preacher told me God was fixing me. So I am what I am, and what I'm fixing to be. Paper or plastic, sir? That's all.
You will be the winner of the big race when you wear these dreams you can take.